Come here, little one. Get on the floor in front of me. Do you know what you have done wrong? What orders you haven't followed? When I walked through that door, you weren't on your knees, needing me to arrive home for you to feel whole again. Instead, where did I find you? That's right, in your cage, asleep. You dumb, misbehaving little girl. This is the reason I relegated you there before, and you dare to make that mistake again, after all the punishment I put you through to correct your behavior. I even rewarded you last night by allowing you back into my bed to sleep on my chest. You begged so perfectly for that reward, and I thought maybe you deserved it. But you have misbehaved again. You have disappointed me, and knowing that should make you ashamed. I can already see that in you, just as I trained you. The last thing you should ever do is disappoint me. I'm training you to be nothing more than a pathetic pet. Tonight's punishment will correct you and please me in return. Now, beg for forgiveness. Shut your mouth. Remember to say please when begging to be punished. You are already a needy, cute little girl that I obsess over, that I mistreat in all the right ways. People have tried to tell you your entire life that you can do whatever you want, that you should be free. We both know that doesn't apply to you. That's never what you wanted, deep down. Life never made sense to you, did it, girl? You always thought, why was everyone else so happy to live without rules, without a master to tell them how to live? That's because you are different from most others. Before meeting me, you were just a lost soul, needing a leash around your throat to be pulled in the right direction. You desire, you need the exact opposite of freedom. It is why you crawl to me every night, pathetic and begging for attention, needing to be put in your place again and again. So tell me, what am I? That's right, I'm your master. I own you, and you live for it, don't you, mindless little thing? I saw that immediately in you. Your big eyes looked up at me when we first met. They were empty, but for all the wrong reasons. You proved that when you immediately gave yourself up to me, when you were finally happy when my hand was gripped around yours and gripped around your throat. You were made for me, to serve me, to be rewarded and punished by me. You have a place forever at my feet. Never forget that. What I expect back from my commitment of taking care of you, of perfecting your submissiveness, is for you to follow my orders. You're a quick learner because you needed your master to be proud of you, which meant I gave you permission to beg for rewards in return. I have mostly only been rough with you when it pleases me. Now, tonight, I will have to be rough again, and I will enjoy it. Don't be too scared, cute girl. You are still mine. You will remain mine. I will never discard you so long as I see that need in you to be owned, so long as I see you beg for ownership, like the pathetic little girl that you are. What's that? How dare you ever think that I would leave you? How dare you ever think that could happen? I will never give you up to someone else. Never. Do you understand? You have permission to open that pathetic mouth and answer me. Now. I hope you stand by those words. I really do. Because if you don't, you can imagine how much further I will go Do you remember that collar I was going to get you? The lavender one with a tag saying who you belong to, in case you ever get lost. It's thick enough to be pulled on, forcefully, not like the delicate little thing you have around your throat now. I was going to buy that collar for you tonight. I would have told you to kneel, and I would have placed it around your throat, tightening it firmly before attaching your favorite leash. Prove to me that you deserve that. I live for those moments, seeing your eyes shine with happiness as you are given a reward well earned for proving that you are pathetic and mine. In those moments, you understand your life is more than simply training and punishments, but instead also rewards and utter obsession from your master. Live to make me happy, girl. I can see the submissiveness inside you, so ready to be used already. You have so much potential. The rest of your life can be lived exactly how you dream, waking to be used, cared for, obsessed over by me. That's if you just learn. I can see every part of your mind. I know what you are imagining. I can see the fantasies racing in those drawling eyes of yours. Do not hide those fantasies. Look at me when you blush. You know that I love your shyness. Look in my eyes. You have lived your life begging for the realization of such fantasies, haven't you, little girl? Always mindless and wandering, never finding the enslavement you needed until I took ownership over you. Your fantasies are all coming true. The chains, the training, that warm feeling you get from being dominated. That's all you want, isn't it? Just you and me. You're so brainless, but I can't blame you. It's not your fault that you need someone to train you how to live. It was never a choice for you, naturally so scared when without someone to grab your hand and your throat. And today, all you needed to do was wait on your knees at the door for when I arrived home. At work, I was only fantasizing about you. The thought of you distracts me from everything I do. That is, until I'm home to enact on those fantasies I've been daydreaming about. Will you spend tonight in your cage? Well, no. You will spend tonight with me, not as a reward. I have a lot to get off my mind, and using you, ruining you, relieves my stress more than anything else. You want to help me with that, don't you, girl? Today, all I could imagine was gripping you, forcing you against the floor, and putting you in your place. That is how I will get those fantasies off my mind tonight. You won't be getting much sleep, not with how rough. Well, you can use your imagination. You constantly choose to be my pet, the cute girl that I own. You know you can walk out at any point, but you never would. You know that you have no chance of disobeying. Every part of you wants to serve, needs to. Your purpose and every thought becomes consumed with pleasing me. You are familiar with all these feelings. You are lost without them. My pathetic little slave. Your entire existence is heaven, filled with punishments and rewards, because you know that you're serving me. Your eyes have been glazed over for the entirety of the time that you've been kneeling in front of me. Not a thought in your mind other than to beg for forgiveness and to please me. If you behave and take your orders well, amongst other things, then I will give you permission to sleep during the day in my bed. How does that sound, girl? Good. Now, let's take that delicate collar off your throat. You will need something tougher around it for tonight. Fetch one of your thick collars now, and come straight back to me. Thank you for listening. I want to upload more regularly now that I have time, but I like to make my own artwork for these videos and scripts, and so each video takes way longer than I ever would have thought. Anyway, I appreciate all the comments I see on my videos, and trust me, I read them all. Leave one if you have any suggestions, or maybe you're just feeling needy for some attention. I love you all. Take care.